Nobody cares about you, bro, but in a good way. Obviously, your friends, your family care about you, but random strangers on the street are not all watching you and judging you. And I have experienced an amazing experience I had yesterday I want to tell you about that proves just that. So, if you don't already know what the spotlight effect is, this is a cognitive bias that causes people to believe that they are the center of attention in any given scenario, or maybe after they had an embarrassing moment, maybe walking down the street or in class. They feel like everybody's watching them, judging them, scrutinizing them, when it's completely not true. And in this video, I'm going to give you 3 strategies that helped me and helped my clients to overcome this so that we're not living in a state of anxiety. We're much more confident and we're able to socialize and pick up girls. So yesterday, I'm in Bangkok right now, and I went to the mall to do some work on my laptop. But it starts raining outside. I'm trapped. I'm inside the mall. So I have to buy an umbrella. I buy this umbrella, but now I'm worried that the umbrella's not big enough to cover my backpack and my laptop's gonna get soaking wet. And I just bought this brand new laptop. It was like $1,000, so I don't wanna get it wet, right? So what do? I go into the bathroom. Keep in mind, this mall is a huge mall. I mean, Bangkok, big city, there's like 8 million people there, and there's a ton of people in this bathroom. But I don't care because I can't get this laptop wet. So I open my umbrella in the middle of this bathroom. Keep in mind, there's like 10 people like washing their hands, coming in and out at any given time. And I open this umbrella and I'm expecting people to be pointing at me, or no, I'm at least expecting people to be staring at me, giving me weird looks, or saying something. But I open this umbrella and nobody cares. Would you look at that? Literally nobody cares. And I'm looking around, I'm seeing this, that nobody cares. No one's even looking at me. So I'm like, wow, this is interesting. So I make it even more like obvious that I'm being weird. I stand right in the middle of this bathroom and I'm just holding my umbrella, standing there for like a minute, just observing for science. And literally nobody cares. And that really surprised me. I kind of already knew that this was the case, that strangers don't care and everyone's kind of just living their own life. But this really just hammered it in for me yesterday. So that's one example for you. Another example I saw online is there's this big black dude, maybe like 220 pounds, maybe a bit over 6 feet tall. And he said he also had this problem with social anxiety where he felt like he was the center of attention, right? So here's what he did. He went and he bought a purple wig. This is hilarious. I mean, this guy was like 6'2", maybe 220 pounds, black guy. And he said he put on this purple wig and he walked around like Target just to observe and see what happened. And he had that same experience that I had with the umbrella in the mall bathroom, to where nobody cares. And he said that after this, nothing, he realized that nothing happened. Nobody cared, and it just completely smashed this spotlight effect for him. So that's one of the techniques to getting over this spotlight effect. It's purposely putting yourself at the center of attention and observing, seeing what happens. Seeing that it's not a catastrophe, you don't spontaneously combust. So you don't have to wear a purple wig, because that's, a little much, that's a little crazy, but you can definitely do some exposure therapy kind of like that. You can wear like Halloween's coming up. You can wear your costume in Walmart. You can walk around Walmart wearing a Batman costume. And I guarantee you that, people really aren't going to care that much. You can wear something completely outrageous, like flamboyant, go crazy. Wear like a pink, like feather scarf and just see what happens. Or you can tone it down a little bit. This is something I like to do. I like to just randomly bust out with like whistling tunes, like old folk tunes, or I'll just randomly start like singing a little bit and just see what happens. And nothing ever happens, obviously, because it's all a cognitive bias to where we're egocentric, just because we're existing, maybe have more tendency to be anxious and wanting to fit in with society. So we're actually looking for people that are judging us. We're kind of like wanting it to exist, but it doesn't. So that's one way. You have exposure. And then number two is acceptance. So whatever you think that people are judging for, you just completely flip the script and you say, all right, I don't care anymore. Like what could they be judging me for? This is kind of more just like a hippie vibe of accepting your flaws and not needing to be as perfect. That was one of my big problems when I was younger, was like a massive perfectionist nerd who, did all my homework assignments in meticulous detail. And then I also carried this over into my social life, which didn't help out. And I tried to be perfect in the way I walked, the way I talked, and what that does, that perfection, it means you're not taking any social risk per se. So with this perfection, you're not going out approaching girls, you're not introducing yourself to guys, so you have no friends. The best way to be perfect, I don't know if it was Benjamin Franklin, but somebody quoted this. They said, the best way to be perfect is to never try something at all. And in that case, you're a coward or something like that. So try exposure, then, start accepting your flaws, realizing you're not going to be perfect. You're not a movie star. That's number two. Number three is just the so what mentality. Cultivating the so what mentality, I don't care mentality. It's kind of like it's kind of like acceptance, but it's a little different than that because it carries over into your attitude about approaching girls, about dating too. So this so what mentality goes kind of something like this. All right, let's say these people are judging me. Let's say they are looking at me. So what? What happens next? What is the consequence of this happening? And if you logically deconstruct it, it's like nothing actually happens. This is, what was I worried over? And I know it can kind of be like subconscious. I know that this might be ingrained into the human brain. But if you're consciously able to overcome this, it'll just dwindle down slowly and slowly and slowly until you realize, I just don't really care anymore. So those are the three ways to basically get over this spotlight effect. And, if you're able to diminish this effect on you, you're going to reap the benefits of not feeling anxious every time you walk down the street. You're going to be so much more confident, more present. And this is something that I definitely recommend you spend some attention on if you face this problem. Now, if you want more higher level advanced and one-to-one coaching, right now I'm doing completely free coaching consultations for people who want to overcome social anxiety, build their confidence, enhance their social life, and dating lives. So if you want a free consultation, go ahead, click the link in the description, and then book a call with me today. Thank you.